Welcome to Veggie Gardening 101, a beginner's guide. If you've always dreamed of stepping outside to pick fresh, homegrown vegetables, but felt unsure where to start, you're in exactly the right place. I'm thrilled you're joining me. Today, in our very first episode, we're laying the groundwork, literally. We'll dive into all the essentials of planning your very first vegetable garden. First things first, finding the perfect spot. Most vegetables are sun worshipers. They thrive with plenty of direct sunlight. We're talking a minimum of 6 to 8 hours per day. This sunlight is crucial for photosynthesis, the process plants use to create energy to grow and produce those delicious veggies. Fruiting plants like tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers especially love as much sun as they can get. To find your sunniest spots, take some time to observe your yard, balcony, or patio throughout the day. Notice where the sun hits in the morning, at midday, and in the late afternoon. There are even handy smartphone apps, often called sun trackers or sun surveyors, that can help you map the sun's path and duration in specific areas. Super useful. Next, think about convenience. You'll be popping out to your garden regularly for watering, a bit of weeding, and of course, harvesting. So choose a spot that's easy to access from your house. Out of sight, out of mind can be a real problem for new gardens, so make it visible and inviting. Water access is another key consideration. Is there a hose pipe connection nearby, or will you need to carry watering cans? The closer your water source, the easier this daily chore will be. Good drainage is also vital. Vegetables really dislike having wet feet, which means their roots are sitting in constantly soggy, waterlogged soil. This can lead to root rot. After a heavy rain, check your potential spots. If you see puddles that linger for many hours, that area might have poor drainage, which is something we'd need to address. Consider wind protection. While some air circulation is good for preventing fungal diseases, a spot that's constantly battered by strong winds can dry out, stress, and even damage young plants. A fairly level site is generally the easiest to work with. It prevents water from running off too quickly and taking your precious soil and seeds with it. And finally, try to avoid placing your vegetable garden too close to large trees or established shrubs. They have extensive root systems that will compete with your veggies for sunlight, water, and essential nutrients. When you're just starting out with veggie gardening, my biggest piece of advice is to keep it simple and manageable. It's easy to get over-enthusiastic, but starting too big can lead to overwhelm. A small garden, say around 4 feet by 4 feet, that's about 1.2 by 1.2 meters, or perhaps 4 feet by 8 feet, 1.2 by 2.4 meters, is a perfect size for beginners. A width of about 4 feet, 1.2 meters, is ideal because it allows you to reach the center of the bed from either side without stepping on the soil and compacting it. Now, what type of garden? The most traditional is an in-ground garden. This means you'll be cultivating directly into your existing yard soil. Raised beds are another fantastic option and very popular. These are essentially garden boxes that you fill with a good soil mix. They can be any height, but 6 to 12 inches, 15 to 30 centimeters is common. The benefits of raised beds include better drainage, soil that warms up faster in spring, and often fewer weeds and less strain on your back. If you're short on space, have a balcony, or just want to start super small, container gardening is your best friend. So many vegetables can thrive in pots. Almost any container will do, as long as it's large enough for the plant and has good drainage holes at the bottom. From terracotta pots to fabric grow bags, the options are endless. Honestly, assess the time you can realistically dedicate each week. A smaller, well-maintained garden is far more rewarding than a large, neglected one. You can always expand next season. All right, you've chosen your garden spot and decided on the size and type. Now, let's dive into a fun and crucial step, sketching your garden layout. Grab a notepad and pencil. Begin by drawing the basic shape and dimensions of your garden space, whether it's a square, rectangle, or noting down the sizes of your containers. Mark which direction is north on your sketch. This is key for plant placement, especially when considering sunlight. A golden rule for layout is to plant taller vegetables, like staked tomatoes or climbing beans, on the side furthest from the sun's path. In the northern hemisphere, that's usually the north side. This way, they won't cast long shadows over shorter plants, ensuring every plant gets its share of sunlight. Next, place your medium-sized plants, like bush beans or peppers, in the middle section of your garden bed. Finally, position your shorter crops, such as lettuce or carrots, at the front or along the sunniest edges. When sketching plant positions, consider spacing. Seed packets and plant tags are your guides here. They'll tell you how much room each plant needs. If your garden bed is wider than 4 feet, sketch in pathways or stepping stones. This allows easy access without compacting the soil. Understanding your local climate and the current growing season is absolutely fundamental. This knowledge will guide what you can grow and when you can grow it successfully. Every region has its own unique climate patterns, temperature ranges, rainfall, and length of the growing season. It's worth finding out your specific gardening zone. One of the most invaluable tools for planning is a local planting calendar. You can usually find these by searching online for vegetable planting calendar, followed by your town, county, or region. These calendars are gold. They'll give you recommended planting times for sowing seeds indoors, outdoors, or transplanting seedlings for a whole range of vegetables suited to your area. 2 critical dates to know for your area are the average last spring frost date and the average first autumn frost date. These dates define your frost-free growing window for tender crops. Planting frost-sensitive vegetables like tomatoes or peppers out too early, before that last frost date, can result in them being damaged or even killed by the cold. Some vegetables are cool season crops. Think lettuce, spinach, peas, kale, and radishes. These actually prefer the cooler temperatures of spring and autumn and can often be planted before your last frost. Others are warm season crops, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, squash beans. These guys need the soil to be warm and all danger of frost to have passed before they head outdoors. By choosing vegetables that are well suited to your specific climate and planting them at the correct time, you're setting yourself up for a much more bountiful and enjoyable gardening experience. One last planning thought before we wrap up. Episode 1. Take a moment to get a feel for your soil. In your chosen spot, dig down a few inches and grab a handful. Does it feel gritty and sandy? Does it stick together in a dense clump like clay? Or is it dark, crumbly, and loamy? This gives you a first clue about its current texture and health. Don't worry too much about what you find right now. We'll dedicate all of episode 4 to understanding, preparing, and improving your garden soil. For now, it's just good to have an initial idea. And that's a wrap on the essential planning stages. You've learned how to choose the best location, decide on a manageable size and type, sketch a smart layout, and consider your climate. Taking this time to plan now really does pay off, saving you potential headaches and setting you up for a fantastic first growing season. I hope you're feeling excited and empowered. In our next video, episode 2, Choosing the Right Vegetables for Beginners, we'll explore some of the easiest and most rewarding veggies for those just starting out. You won't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when new episodes drop. Thanks so much for watching today, and happy garden planning. We'll see you in the next video.